Mrs. Combs here. Math Moments with Mrs. Combs. We're talking today about subtracting signed numbers. Now, our rules are all about adding signed numbers. When you're adding signed numbers and the signs are both the same, you add and keep the sign. And when the signs don't match, it's time to subtract and keep the sign of the larger numeral. But that's all for adding. So we're going to talk about what happens when we have a subtraction sign. I just have a few problems here. But notice that this is not -3 plus +3. If that were a plus sign, then this would be 0. Because -3 plus +3 is 0, but this is not. We can't, our rules are for addition, so we need to make that an addition sign. But when we change this sign, the one that immediately follows becomes a negative. So instead of minus a positive, it becomes plus a negative. You still have one negative sign and one positive sign. So we have not changed the value of the problem by doing that, but our rules are for addition. So now what is -3 plus -3? Well, -6, because the signs are the same. Signs are both the same, so you add and keep the sign. 3 plus 3 is 6, I keep the negative sign. Now this one doesn't have any parentheses, but it's still the same thing. I have to have a plus sign between the two numerals, two signed numbers, and if I change that one, I have to change this one. And what is 5 plus +2? Well, it's 7. You can write the positive sign if you want to, but the 7, if I just write a 7, it's positive. This 5 does not have a positive sign before it, but you know it's positive. Without a sign, it's positive. All right, look, we have 10 minus -10. Now, you're going to want to put a 0 there, but it's not. Because look, I have to have a positive sign. Because our rules are for when you're adding signed numbers. And if I change this one, I have to change this one. And 10 plus 10 is 20. Now I can put a plus sign there if I want to, but I don't have to. Now I'm going to think about this one in a little bit different way, so you can see it a little bit different. Suppose I have this -4, and this negative sign is really a -1. We can put that 1 there, because it's -1 times -6. And when I multiply the signed numbers, and the signs are both the same, I can be positively positive the answer will be positive. So we don't write that 1. That's just right. We don't write that 1. But we've got two negative signs. And a negative times a negative makes them both positive. You can be positive that it's positive. And -4 plus +6, signs don't match. It's time to subtract. So 6 minus 4 is +2, because you keep the sign of the larger numeral. And that was just a little bit of a snippet. We'll do some more problems on another lesson, part 2. And that's it.